So this is Theodore Witcher, and I'm doing my closet picks. And right now I'm holding Jules and Jim, which I'm taking with me. I was kind of, the first time I saw it, I put it on, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, all right, da, 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 da. Oh, I see, I get it. And then when she's walking with the other two guys, and they're involved in a conversation amongst themselves, totally ignoring her. And because she doesn't like that, she just out of nowhere jumps into the sin. I was like, oh, now I'm interested. Blind chance, I think I have, but I'm taking it because it's Krzysztof Kieślowski. And as long as you have the Decalogue and Red and perhaps Double Vie de Veronique, as long as you have that shit, you're good. Oh, well, let's just, in the interest of being like fully completing, let's take rules of the game, shall we? Right? It's one of those things. It's a film school thing. You know what I mean? Some of this stuff is fresh to me. Like these Bergmans are fresh to me. So that's exciting. And then it will be nice to come back to the Ozu now that I'm, way older than I was in film school, and see how I feel about it. That'd be cool. Notorious, Hitchcock's Notorious. I think it's a masterpiece. It's funny what you can do, what you can get away with in a movie from that era. Outside of the obvious that, the Nazi guys are smuggling is literally being kept in the and Grant spills it out onto the floor, and this is prior to the detonation of the atomic bomb, so we give him a little pass on that. But Grant falls in love with Ingrid Bergman in like a shot, right? Like they're in Rio, and there's like a scene on a hill, and that's the movie going, okay, they're in love now. Okay, they're in love, and can we move on with the story? Oh, okay, good, we can move on with the story. Let's just move on with the story. I'll give you one scene where they fall in love, and then we're moving on with the story. And the audience just accepts it. Whereas now you could never do that. You'd have to detail them falling in love. That would have to be a part of it. And for him, it was just pipe to get past so that the rest of the story could function. Kind of miss those days. Oh, Deep Cover. Now this was a movie that was very influential to me. I love Fish in this movie. I love his performance. He's so commanding and spare and charismatic as this guy. For me, it's a real movie star performance. And there's some elements in here that I actually stole for Love Jones. The sort of toast poetry, kind of like Iceberg Slim, kind of toast poetry that's in the voiceover of this movie. I nicked a little bit of that for some of the dialogue in Love Jones. I thought this was fantastic. Oh yeah. Oh, let me get the loot.